I mean, if you work, if you practice, if you do things, it seems like the more luck you get, right?
It's like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi everyone and welcome to MattGron's Scaling Up Journey. This is episode 58 and my name is Mattias, aka MattGron, and on the other side we have Svea Landshoff.
Am I not the one and only anymore? Okay, I was just waiting for that. Thank you.
There it is. There it is. The
Welcome.
one and only.
Welcome to our dishwasher just turned off. I'm sorry about the noise if you heard that. This is where entrepreneurship runs
smack into reality.
Welcome to episode 58, to our Monday episode of this week. So,
Yay.
as every Monday, I have some questions for you. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I always ask you, are you ready?
Yeah.
You're always ready. So I can just skip that question and go right in. So the first one is, Mattias, do you believe in luck or miracles?
Yes, great question. So do you believe in luck and miracles?
Good question.
Nice one. I've never tried that before. Like if I get a hard question, I can actually give it back.
Yeah, like, do you want me to start or do you want to start?
Yeah, you can start today.
Okay, yay. Do I believe in luck or miracles? That's actually a tough one. I think sometimes some people have a tendency to have more luck than others. I don't know if this is luck or maybe it's just what people do. I think we also talked about something similar before, like happiness and things like that. If happiness is something you need to work for. And I think, there is this saying that you are your own luck smith, I think, that you have to do your own luck.
We have the same thing in Swedish.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, because I think there's something true about this. I think there is something like luck. I think just people are just lucky. But I also think you can really influence that in by your actions, if you're working for something or just have a positive mindset. Or I also would like to add the, what goes wrong comes around into this answer, because I think if you're just a good person, help other people out, good things will come back to you. At least it has been my experience, and I would book this under luck. So yeah, it's both. I think it's a bit of like a chance, but the other things I think you can influence yourself. What do you think?
Yeah, thanks for your answer. Yeah, I think you said something very important there. You used the word work. Like, I mean, if you work, if you practice, if you do things, it seems like the more luck you get, right?
Yeah.
So, I think that's something to remember here, that you need to actually, I mean, you need to create some movement, no matter what it is. I mean, is it your mental life or your physical life or your emotional life? I mean, if you stop, I mean, it's basically like I mean, a swimming pool of water that you don't have any circulation in, it will become green, right?
Okay, yeah. Interesting.
It's so, and you don't want to take a swim there. You know how it looks. It gets what you say is stagnated.
Yeah.
But I mean, a river is a stream. Of river, a river of stream, a stream of river. I don't not
moving
sure
water.
How to say it. Yeah, moving water. It's not stagnated. So, and that's what I mean. That if you execute and if you do things, I mean, stuff will happen. And of course, people could say like, "Oh, that's luck," or. But in that way, I believe in magic or miracles, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the same thing as winning the lottery. Of course, you need to go to the kiosk and
buy a ticket.
buy some tickets. What do you think?
I don't know, but you were like talking more about the topic of working for it, and I was just thinking, I think no one got lucky by just sitting in their house and sitting on the couch and waiting for something to happen. I think everyone who was lucky at some point had to do something for it. So that's just my wise takeaway here. But yeah, miracles.
I think that too. but I can also, if I look at myself, which is something I like, I think up to like 27 years of age, I had kind of a fixed and close-minded way of looking at life. I didn't leave much room for any magic to happen, because I had a mindset that basically, I was the forcing solution for everything around me, like people's will, feelings, thoughts, and decisions and actions. And I think that I couldn't never back then accept that my attitudes and behaviors were the real problems. People actually have their own business to take care of, and I should mind my own business. And but that's more, how should I say from a relationship or emotional standpoint. I think that if I take care of myself and keep my own like promises and reflect upon my own values and do my own inventories, things happen. And things find their own solutions even if I'm not there. So I definitely in that way believe and in like miracles, I would say. And I'm not sure if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I was also at some more thing popping up, and I thought a couple of times in my life I thought I was unlucky, but then actually later on I realized I was actually lucky that things happen. When bad things happen, sometimes something else is coming afterwards, and then actually usually has turned out to be the better thing.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah, just something.
That's exactly what I thank you for sharing that. That's exactly what I meant.
No, perfect.
Like, I mean, when you think that your will is the best way, and then you realize, okay, after a while that, like, first you thought, oh, that was not good, but then after a while you realize that the vacuum that was created there was actually filled up after a while with something that was even better than you could imagine. So
yeah,
I mean, isn't that a miracle? Or I mean, it must be magic.
It must be. Now we're getting very philosophical here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think sometimes you have to let life surprise you this way.
I mean, if you look at the chances for, the universe and
true.
I mean, you and me sitting here having this conversation right now, and I mean,
yeah, I've heard a number, like the chances that you are born are like 1 in 40 million or 400 million. I'm not sure. It was crazy, and I thought, really, is it so special?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's appreciate what we have.
Yeah. Okay. So probably that's the takeaway then.
Yeah.
We believe in magic and miracles. Magics and miracles.
So next one, also fun one. What is something that you have always wanted to try, but you never had the courage to try?
Wow. I believe my voice is one of my less developed areas.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but this is like something very personal. You know, I'm afraid of singing.
Okay.
You know, this is a true story. So when I was a kid, we one day had a performance, like a play, at school, and I think I was probably like 7 years old or something. We sang in a group, and later that day, when I came home, I asked my mother, why does it sound like I talk when the other kids sing? And I don't know what my mother answered me, because she has been telling me this story. But one thing is true. I never sang a tune after that. So
really, not even Happy
yeah,
Birthday?
I can sing Happy Birthday,
okay.
but yeah. So, but yeah, that was the first thing that came up when you asked that question.
Interesting. Something very unexpected for me. Because I think you have a nice voice. I'm surprised that you say you can sing. But I'm also not a great singer. So we can sing bad together. Now you have the new microphone, you know. We could sing a duet and publish it in the next episode. No. I think we should do humanity a favor and maybe skip over that.
Yes. Let's go to the next question.
All right. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I of course want to hear what you have to share on that topic.
Yeah, you know, I did something this time. I did not prepare my own answers, not so much. So I'm actually thinking in real life right now. Real time. You know, it's the heat's 27 degrees here. You know, we're all bit gaga now.
Yeah.
I
Did
think.
you say Lady Gaga?
What?
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say you were singing Lady Gaga?
No, that we are Lady Gaga because it's so warm here. We are not made for this 27-degree weather in Stockholm.
We are okay. We are Gaga
or cuckoo or banana, so whatever you like. And I think for me it's something connected to heights or heights. I think I would love to do something like skydiving or something, but I'm so afraid of this. I think I would never do this, but this is something I would honestly love to try. But no, but I'm too afraid of this. I think this is something I would not have the courage to do, but I would love to try flying. I'm afraid of heights, you know. So I love flying on the airplane, all of that. Like I have no fear of that, or I love flying in small airplanes. I think this is cool, but if you're actually outside in the sky, maybe one day. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. And that is, what are some challenges that the next generation will face, in your opinion?
Yes, I think. I mean, climate crisis is rising. I mean, it's real, right? I think that's definitely the biggest challenge right now in many ways, and of course that trigger a lot of other events.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, you're looking at this from a more global perspective, and actually my first thought was that we are living in such a digital age, and I already see a difference in my development. Like back in the days when I was growing up, you know, I was growing up without phones, without computers and all internet, all that stuff. And I had like all the phone numbers in my head of everyone that I knew. I knew exactly how to navigate through my town, and like growing older and like being like so dependent on the phone. I can already see it in myself that I've been changing and I don't even know my boyfriend's phone number. Shocking, I know. So I think this can only get worse. I think that the generations, like, I don't even know, are we one generation? I'm like, how much younger am I? 15 years or something, I think, than you. So I'm like half of the next generation. But I think the generation after me, they are, you know, they grow up with tablets. They grow up with phones in their hand, like in their stroller. And I think there's a danger of people getting too dependent on electronics. And I think people will not find their way anymore, or they don't even know how to navigate through normal life, I would say. yeah, it's hard to put in words, but I think you understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, I understand. I actually read a survey, or there was an article or something about empathic abilities, empathy.
Yes.
These abilities are decreasing because of digital interactions only, and
Makes
when
sense.
people get isolated, like during the pandemic. So because these empathic abilities, the only way to actually train them is in real meetings, when you can really kind of see a person and read their body language and really connect with people. So I think that is a little bit connected to what you just shared, I think.
Absolutely.
And I mean, and how it affects work and personal life. So I think there is, of course, challenges on that side.
Yeah, you just added one more layer, like one emotional layer, and that makes sense. Like how we are like apparently so connected all the time, but actually not. Like I personally feel that I like. I could call anyone in the world at any time, or FaceTime any person that I want or miss at the point in time. But I kind of miss this. We had the similar topic before, when you were a child and you could just go to your friend's house and hang out and actually have a real conversation or just play together. And now it's just not the same. And I think you get, actually, there's a mosquito here. I think it's such a paradoxon of our time that we are so connected, but at the same time, you're getting more and more lonely. And I've actually done a photography project for university. That was actually my last project I did. That was on isolation of the elderly. So especially the older generation gets more and more isolated, even though they have access to media now. But let's move on to the next question, though. I think we're getting otherwise too much into detail here, but definitely a super interesting topic. I love to discuss.
I think I like the question because I started also think about it in a perspective of a purpose, like connected to my purpose and MattGron's purpose of having an open heart, reaching for the moon with an open heart. I think actually a big part of that purpose is actually to balance what you just shared. So I think I think as an employer, you have a huge responsibility there to see how you can train people and create a culture where you can tackle that kind of challenges.
Yeah, I think it's good to have not only family and friends, but having a workplace where you feel, like in the last episode, appreciated, and you feel like you're amongst people who care about you is a big factor, I think, in everyday life.
Yeah, because you need to create these environments and maybe help that generation that comes out there to seek job opportunities, and of course they also come with other type of strengths that maybe I didn't grow up with, and so again there is the pros and cons, and you need to it's like everything else, you need to handle it.
Okay, and I have one last question for today, and I would like to know, is there anything that you would like to accomplish before you die? Do you have a special goal or one thing that comes to mind that you definitely want to do in this lifetime?
And so I think the first thing I want to answer is to like scale up my company and manifest our purpose. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So
good goal.
But it's such a big question. I mean, maybe you wanted me to answer something much more. Wow.
No, actually not.
Don't
because
save the world.
I don't have an answer either, to be honest. I don't have a life goal. Also shocking, I know. I don't know if you have to have that. I don't know. I like being surprised, and I like to, go this route and see wherever it takes me. I think this is the beauty of life and the exciting part. I don't want to have anything like planned or say this is something I want to reach, or maybe I don't have like one big passion that I want to do in this lifetime. I think for me it's just the freedom and all the different routes I can take is the exciting part for me. So it would be interesting to look back afterwards. What was the biggest thing you accomplished, maybe? Yeah, but I think it's a good goal that you have there, and it's more interesting than my answer. So.
Like, I think it's a big difference talking about, what you are doing compared to why you are doing it. Does it make sense?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And that's at least something I've been thinking a lot about over the last years, because we spoke about this earlier in another episode. It's very easy to end up comparing what you are doing compared to others. I mean, especially in a world with social media and Instagram and where we are today with all the media. And I think a lot of people, they do a lot trying to find out there what they should do instead of kind of look inside of themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's really connected with the first question we were talking about, like the magic.
Yeah.
And what was it? Magic and
luck.
Miracles.
Yeah, miracles and luck. Yeah.
And luck. Yes. So yeah, and I think all of that magic is actually inside of you, of yourself, and so when you're asking all the why questions instead of like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I become?
Yeah.
So when you look inside of yourself and you actually realize what's your drive, what's your purpose, then everything changes, and then you get satisfied every day doing what you actually, what you are doing. And even if it's boring and even if it's tough, you accept that situation much easier, because that's actually, from my perspective, at least the purpose of my life.
Yeah.
So
that was a perfect explanation, I think. Very good. Yeah, and just one more thing you just said, with comparing each other and on social media and things like that. This is also why I said before, like, oh, shocking, I don't have a big goal, because I feel like there's so much pressure behind it. Like, you have to do your 5 a.m. morning routine. You go on a 20-kilometer hike, and then you save children in Africa, and then you write a novel, and then you do all of this before 10 a.m. And you have all these big things in life. And I'm more like, I just want to be happy. I want to be a good person. And for me, it sounds simple, but for me, that's what I want to achieve. I don't need to have these gigantic goals before 10 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And thanks for sharing that, because I also want to add something, another layer to this, because in the beginning we were talking about miracles and luck and, magic things. Like what you just said now was you were talking a lot about, do a lot of things. I think life is all about doing the right things.
Yeah.
And of course, if like I mean, there is a lot of things in life that is based on activities, and you need a certain amount of cardio and I mean moving yourself, but but at the same time it's not all about going to the extreme, right? But I think like if you I'm blowing away a little bit here, but what I'm trying to say is like if you live your own purpose and what you believe in, then I'm so sure that you will do all the right things.
Yeah.
Instead of looking to the left and to the right and compare yourself, and then you will be just satisfied being Svea, right? Just being you, and then you really can develop your own strengths and find a way forward one day at a time. So
yeah, thank you for that. That was a beautiful ending, I think, for this episode. And yeah, thank you again for all your answers. And as always, you guys, thank you for watching. And as always, if you like this, please consider to subscribe. And my Apple Watch was going on again. I was actually muting it, so it's not going on. Yeah.
So, you muted your phone.
Yeah, but
your Apple Watch.
Then it simultaneously mutes this as well. But anyways, if you want to see more of this, whatever is going on here, you should watch the next episode and subscribe. Yeah. There was good advertisement right there.
Yeah, but it's not the first time your German-speaking series turning up in the end of the show. So yeah, that's great.
All right, Mattias, thank you. Okay. See you in the next one.
Yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.